Aloha! Welcome to our Konukom. So today I'm going to talk to you about potato beetles. It is the first time that we've ever had them, and I had to quickly figure out what to do about them, so I'm going to talk to you today about that. So my first clue that we had a problem was a couple days ago when I noticed that one of my potato plants had kind of fallen over. Because I hadn't inspected it, I thought it was because it needed more dirt or it had gotten a little weak for some reason. So then I came out yesterday and I realized there was something very wrong. You'll see that many of the leaves had been chewed off, they were very weak. So I found nasty looking larvae on the undersides of the leaves of our potato plants, and they were slowly eating the leaves. But within a couple days, they had chomped through a bunch of stems. I had to start pulling out off leaves that were no longer salvageable. So the first thing I did was that I grabbed some organic, all-natural dishwashing detergent that we normally use, and I diluted it with water, and that's what I used to put in my watering can, which you see behind me, and then I cleaned out the leaves as much as possible. So I checked all of the undersides of the leaves, like washed them all off, took off the nasty beetle larvae, and I also looked for beetles, and so I had to take them all out by hand. I wore some trusty gloves for that, and so I gave them a good washing. Now, dishwashing liquid will not hurt your plants, so that should be fine. And actually, they looked really happy after I washed them. I looked at them afterwards twice to make sure that the beetles hadn't come back. I spotted a couple beetles, a little bit of larvae that I had missed, and I took those off and killed them. And then I waited for the neem oil. And so the solution is that you have to mix neem oil, which is natural plant-based oil that will protect your plants against the beetles, and you mix it with dishwashing liquid. So in case you don't have the neem oil, do the dishwashing liquid. That will kill the insects and it will wash your plants. But also get the neem oil. So today I got the neem oil, I mixed it with the dishwashing liquids. I will leave the recipe for the exact mixture below. And I rinsed my plants out, and I used a pump so that not only could I spray on top of the leaves, but also underneath the leaves, which is actually where the beetles lay their eggs and the larvae start hatching and eating everything. It's a little gross, but I'm happy to report that my plants are looking super beautiful right now. Even though they're missing quite a few leaves and stems, I had to really kind of cut them. Hopefully this will stop the beetles for a little bit so that the plants can actually grow and we can have wonderful potatoes. Because as you know, if the leaves and stems die, the potatoes can't get enough fuel to actually grow underground. Two important things to note is that you will need to reapply this neem dishwashing solution every 2 to 3 days. Make sure that you're checking, and also make sure you get the undersides of the leaves. Also, don't apply this solution either when it's really hot and the sun is high in the sky. Try to do it in the early morning or in the late evening. The reason is oil, just like on human skin, will start burning on your leaves. So 2 tips to follow. So I hope this helps if you encounter potato beetles like I have. In the meantime, happy planting!